back to my channel. I'm going to be cooking some mushrooms today that were given to me by someone, and when I say someone, I mean my mother. Usually she just passes things off to me if she's not going to use them. This is actually leftover from holiday cooking that we thought we were going to cook. It didn't happen. So I don't want them to go bad. I do want to use them, and I'm going to be roasting them in the oven, and I will be making a salad. So I'm going to be using romaine lettuce for this, and I will be chopping it. I have about a handful of walnuts as well as some leftover rice that I just need to use. For the dressing, I'm going to be using some balsamic vinegar, some Dijon mustard, walnut oil, lemon juice, salt and pepper. And for the mushrooms, I'm going to be using some thyme and garlic. And the mushrooms themselves, I do still need to clean. Okay, now when I'm cleaning mushrooms, when I clean mushrooms, I do them a little bit differently than some other people. You'll usually see someone take the mushroom and, like dab it and voila, they're clean. I don't do that. I feel like that wastes a lot of time, not to mention kind of a lot of paper. So what I do, I take some paper towels, a couple, and I have the really kind of sturdy ones so that after I use it after a while, and if it does get kind of muddy, I can just rinse it, wring it off, and do it again. So I dampen it and I fold it to make like a little base for myself. And then I'm going to take the mushroom and then I'm gonna rub it. And for me, this is just a lot faster and a lot more efficient than the other method. So I'm gonna go ahead and do these, and I'm just gonna trim the ends a little bit. After I have them cleaned up, I'm just gonna quarter them. These are fairly large, so quarter them, put them on a sheet pan. I usually prep my sheet pan with a foil because I don't want to wash it afterwards. It's just easier to clean. Now to this I am going to be adding some salt, pepper, olive oil, thyme, and garlic. I've already have my oven preheated to 400 degrees, and once I put them in, I'm basically just, looking for them to roast. I will give an approximate time in the description box down below. And honestly, if I didn't cook these today, by tomorrow they would not be good. There was a few mushrooms in the box that they were just too mushy. I couldn't use them. And you could do this with any mushroom. This just happens to be white button. The thyme, I'm just gonna scatter around, and the garlic, I'm just gonna crack. These are on the small side, so I'm using 2. And this is just regular olive oil, not like extra virgin, nothing like that. I do like it heavily seasoned. It's really, they could take it. So I do put a good pinch of salt as well as a lot of pepper and a good drizzle of olive oil. And then this is going to go in the oven. When it comes to salad dressing, I never buy the ones in the store. I always make my own. And I usually just make it when I'm making a salad. I very rarely do like a batch in advance to store in the fridge. Occasionally I will, but I just feel that it's something that's really, really easy to do on the spot. So for this one, I'm going to be doing, oh, I forgot the honey. It's actually going to be a honey balsamic vinaigrette. So let me grab my honey and let me show you how I put this together. Now you can measure it out. I normally don't. I'm going to start with my balsamic vinegar, and I'm just going to guess that this is going to be a tablespoon. It may be a little bit more. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of Dijon, probably like between 1/8 and 1/4 of a teaspoon. And again, it's just more to bring the dressing together, not really for flavor. I'm gonna add some walnut oil, no more than a tablespoon. If you're measuring it out, I don't. I just I put it together and then kind of taste it, kind of see what it needs. So you can use any honey that you like. This is the Ambrosia Honey Company. I've used it before. It's fine. You can do clover, you could do the honey bear, whatever you want. And about a teaspoon. Pinch of salt. Some pepper. And then just a little squeeze of lemon juice. And then I'm gonna mix. I need to get my small whisk back because that's super helpful. Now you just wanna mix this until the honey gets kind of incorporated and dissolved into the rest. And again, taste it. If you feel that it needs a little bit more acidity, you can add a little more lemon or balsamic, it's up to you. And vice versa. If you feel that it's too acidic, then add just a little bit more oil. If you don't have walnut oil, you can use olive oil. For this one though, I had it, so I'm gonna use it. And then I'm also gonna top my salad with some toasted walnuts, so it'll just kind of echo the flavor pretty nicely. And then just taste it and see if you like it. I'm actually going to put a little more balsamic. And there you go. These are the mushrooms after you pull them out of the oven, so just in case you kind of want to know what to look for. They are, browned, and if, go ahead and taste one if you want to see what the consistency is. These are still kind of on the juicy side, but I'm going to let them cool for a couple of minutes and then assemble my salad. So in a bowl, I have my romaine lettuce and my rice that I've warmed up a little bit. If you have spinach, go ahead and use it because this is a really nice dish for it. Spinach and mushroom go really well together. And now I'm going to go ahead and put some of the mushroom just on top, kind of in the middle. I did let them cool a little bit. And if you wanted to throw in like a garlic clove, that would be fine. And I am going to sprinkle my walnuts on top. And if your dressing separates a little, just, whisk it again. You might use all of it, you might not. And if you don't, just save the rest for later. And then because it's me, I gotta put in a garnish. And yes, even if I'm just eating alone, I will put in a garnish. And there you go. So here is the finished dish, and it looks delicious. So this is my lunch for today, and then I'll save the rest of the mushroom for later if I just want a snack or something. Now, with the mushrooms, if you don't want to use it in a salad like this, you don't have to. What you can do, after they've come out of the oven, cool them slightly, combine them with the dressing and let them marinate, and then have that as part of like an antipasto platter with some cheese, nuts, and other types of goodies, and it's another idea. A little note about the rice. I prepared it last night, and this is leftover, but how I prepared it was with some shallot, and then I also used chicken broth instead of water. So this added another layer of flavor. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like the recipe, I will have a detailed description down below. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.